A Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Welcome into the Missoula Prep Sports Network's coverage of the 2018 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament. Chris Stratton in Missoula, Montana at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park for our championship game for the Northwest Regional Tournament. The winner will move on and represent the Northwest at the summertime chipper for these young men. It is Washington at Idaho, a rematch from Friday night. And boy, was that an exciting game on Friday night. Nice and tight, 3-2. It would be Idaho to come out on top. The only loss that Washington has had in the tournament is against Idaho. So we're going to go ahead and jump into our starting lineups with Washington being the away team. Number 2, Trace Townsend, the second baseman, will lead things off. Jake Vanderbrake, number 5, in the shortstop position, will bat second. Batting third is number 14, Devin Garner. He's the catcher. Batting fourth is number 10, Spencer Bailey. He's in left field. The designated hitter will bat fifth. That's number 7, Tanner Klein. Peyton Andrus, number 20, will hang out in center field, batting sixth. Batting seventh will be Carson Vick, number 15. He is the first baseman. Anthony Tatro, number 6, the right fielder, and rounding it out, batting ninth, will be number 21, Brady Helgeson, the third baseman. Now for Washington, and the pitcher for Washington will be Spencer Frula. Now for Idaho, Braxton Mills will lead off from left field. John Milner, number 5, will be the shortstop, batting second. Batting third is Carson Smith, the second baseman. Right fielder, number 9, Riley Harrison, bats fourth. Batting fifth will be number 22, Matthew Reynolds, the first baseman. Cale Lefevre, number 2, is the designated hitter. Isaiah Vega, number 4, will be at third base, batting seventh. The catcher will bat eighth, number 25, Charlie Tittinger, and Jake Jablonski, will be in center field, batting ninth. It's Jaden Yancey, number 27, on the mound. Mike Archer is the manager for Eric Smitschker for Idaho. So we're just about ready to have the Legion Code of Honor, and we'll let Paul Yarbrough, the stadium announcer, take over for that.
Help us honor Brian Larson. And now we ask the participating teams to recite the American Legion Code of Sportsmanship. I will keep the rules, keep faith with my teammates, keep my temper, keep myself fit, keep a stout heart in defeat, keep my pride under in victory. Keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise.
Alrighty, well, we're going to have the national anthem. We'll step aside for 2 minutes. When we come back, we'll have first pitch between Washington and Idaho for the championship. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy good food and good times. With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop into 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week.
With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton in Missoula, Montana, as we're about to have our ceremonial first pitch. And that is our ceremonial first pitch between Washington and Idaho for the Northwest Regional Championship. And we're about ready to play ball. Our officials today, behind home plate, Eric Holden. At first base, it's Leo Kirel. He is the umpire-in-chief. Chris Aldinger is at second base, and with his final game in a 40-year season, Brian Larson at third base. So this is a special one today, not only for the boys, but also for Brian Larson, as he's going to be hanging up the cleats, if you will. Talked to him about it yesterday, and he mentioned that his son was now taking over the Wolf Point, Montana program, and he was going to give all of his equipment to his son. He said, you know what, Chris, if I give my equipment away, I won't have that nostalgic feeling to come back. So he's got a plan to keep himself. He wants to help out with his son, but isn't going to be throwing any of that stuff in. So, and Wolf Point at one time was a superior team here in Montana. They've been B the last couple of years, and next year, from what I hear, they're expected to go up to the A level. So that's really exciting when you can grow a program like that. We're going to get set for today's game, and this is a rematch from Friday night. These two teams met each other, the only two undefeated teams left in the tournament on Friday night, and it was a classic matchup with Idaho coming out with the win 3-2. Washington tried to make a run for it. Idaho came out, earned 2 runs in the first inning, and then a third and final run in the bottom of the second. Things held out tight, and in the top of the fourth is when Washington would get on the board with 2 runs, but that was all they were able to do. Washington getting their 2 runs off of 7 hits, 2 errors, and 4 left on. Idaho, they would get their 3 runs off of 8 hits, no errors, and 10 left on. So we're ready to go with our leadoff man on the game, Trace Townsend, number 4 for Washington. Here's the Yancey pitch, and it's going to slide over the plate at 133. 78 degrees is our game time temp, as the first pitch is a ball. Pitch number 2 will come across the line as strike 1, and we go even on the count. Jaden Yancey with the pitch. This one's bounced down the third base line. The third baseman will hop for it. The throw to first is on target, and we've got our first out of the Northwest Regional Championship game. So we go to Jack Vanderbrake, the shortstop, number 5. Vanderbrake, right-handed batter, settles in. Now here's the skinny on the game, folks. This is the championship game, but if Idaho loses, it's their first loss. They'll have the same record as Yancey will put one inside to get us ball 1. Now if Idaho loses, it's their first loss. They will have the same record as Washington. That will force a second game at 4 o'clock. This one's going to be rolled out, picked up by the second baseman. The throw to first is there, and we've got out number 2. So that takes us to Devin Garner, the catcher, number 14, for Washington. But if Idaho wins the game, it's a straight-up championship, and they go undefeated and represent the Northwest. This one bounces down the first baseline. Strike 1 on the foul. Spencer Bailey in the on-deck circle for Washington. Here's Yancey with the pitch. Swung on. This one's foul deep into the general admission seating down the third base line, and we've got strike 2. Legions Field, Ogren Park, home of the Missoula Osprey Pioneer baseball team. Swung on. This one is fair down the third base line. Picked up on the bounce. The throw to first is on target and ahead of the runner. And Washington goes 1, 2, 3. So we go to the bottom of the first with zeros on the scoreboard. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Have you checked out the Garden of Eden video of the week at mpsn406.com? Do you have a sweet video of your sports athlete? Did you experience a sports-altering moment or something at a sporting event that wowed the crowd? Go to our homepage at www.mpsn406.com and click on the Contact Us tab at the bottom of the homepage and email us the video. Yours just might go viral. mpsn.com, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton in Missoula, Montana for the 2018 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament, the championship game. Winner moves on to represent the Northwest in the Legion World Series next weekend. Right now, Washington has had their first turn, and Idaho is up. It's Spencer Frula on the bump for Washington. And Braxton Mills to lead off for Idaho. So Mills, Milner, and Smith on the schedule for Idaho to start the game. And here's the pitch. Swung on, and this one's going to roll right past the third baseman deep into left field, and Idaho will stick a runner at first to start their portion of the game. That takes us to the shortstop, number 5, John Milner. 1 on, nobody out. Idaho going to work very quickly. Ruler with the pitch. Bunt showing, and this one's going to hop up over the catcher's toe. And the runner will advance to second. Idaho, the home team, so they have the third base line. So 1-0 now to the shortstop. Carson Smith in the on-deck circle for Idaho with no outs and a runner at second. This one's going to be to the shortstop. Picked up the shortstop. Won't able to put the glove. They're bringing him around from second on his way home. The throw is made, then the catcher drops the ball. Idaho on the board with a runner at second. And Washington will have the first error of the game. 1-0 Idaho. So we go to Carson Smith, the second baseman, with 1 run on the board for Idaho. And Smith will swing on the first pitch for strike 1. Carson Smith settling in. Smith was the pitcher for the game on Friday night between these two teams. He would pitch all 7 innings. As this one is off the toe of the pitcher once again, and the runner will advance to third. With no outs on the board, Idaho with a threat at third, and they've already put 1 on the board. Left-handed batter settles back into the box. Here's the pitch, and we'll have ball 1. This one comes in outside on the left-handed batter for ball 3. The pitch. And we'll have the first walk of the game to put runners on the corners for Idaho. That takes us to the right fielder, Riley Harrison, number 9. The catcher, Devin Garner, steps in front of the plate to signal the field. Runner at first takes his lead. Frula settles in. The center fielder is going to take a step towards right field as the first pitch comes in as a ball. And really, when you get to this portion of the tournament, folks, it is all about what you've got on the mound. Who's got what in the tank? Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be banged into right field. Right fielder will track it down. It's going to come off the wall, and that'll bring the runner from third all the way home. The runner from first is at third, and Idaho will earn their second run of the game off the line drive to right field. And the stand-up double takes us to the first baseman, Matthew Reynolds, number 22. So runners at second and third, no outs on the board for Idaho. And the first pitch will float over the plate for ball 1. Cale Lefevre in the on-deck circle. Last night for Idaho, it would be kind of the same, as they would tear through their lineup. This one's fouled up over everybody's head down the third base line to get a strike 1. 13 runs earned in the first inning between Montana and Idaho last night. Montana came out, put 6 runs right up on the board. Idaho turned around and put 7 up, and, well, that was the last 6 runs that Montana would earn. This one's going to be down the third base line. Third baseman will pick it up, the throw to first, and that is the first out on the board. That takes us to the designated hitter number 2, Cale Lefevre. 1 down and runners at second and third for Idaho. Lefevre, the DH last night against Montana. Here's the pitch, and it'll come over the plate for strike 1. Lefevre on the game against Washington. He would not get in, as we'll have ball one. It's the only game that Lefevre did not play in this weekend for Idaho. Here's the pitch. This one is up in the air. Shortstop's got it in the glove. Runner at third tags, but he's going to stick there, and we've got 2 outs on the board. So that takes us to the third baseman, Isaiah Vega, with 2 outs and runners at second and third. Idaho with 2 runs in the bottom of the second, and Washington manager Mike Archer out of the dugout, and he's heading to... Is he going out to speak with his shortstop? It's a little communication with the shortstop by the manager, and he'll jog back to the dugout. Washington down the first base line. So Vega now ready to go with 2 outs on the board and runners at second and third. Frula with a look in, and now the pitch, and that's going to slide over the plate for strike 1. Plate umpire Eric Holden. Our officiating crew, Eric Holden, the plate umpire, is from Yakima, Washington. Here's the pitch, and that one's over the plate for strike 2. First baseman Leo Curo, he's the umpire-in-chief from Las Vegas, Nevada. Christ Aldinger at second is from Meridian, Idaho. And Brian Larson at third, as this one is going to be bounced to the shortstop. Shortstop can't put a glove on it. Runner from third is home. Runner from second's around the corner of the third. The throw is made home, but not in time. And the batter will stand up at second. And Idaho adds 2 more on the board off the second error by Washington. That takes us to Charlie Tettinger, the catcher, with 2 down and a runner at second. Pitch comes up high, but it is across the plate for strike 1. Tettinger, a left-handed batter. Bottom of the order stands in the on-deck circle with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning for Idaho. Pitch comes in just about the same line as the last one, and we're at 0-2. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher, and sometimes that is a struggle for a pitcher, is the left-handed batter, but Frula standing up here, and this one's going to be bounced out. Second baseman will get it on the hop. The throw to first is on target, and that's the side. So Washington will leave one on. They'll earn 4. And we go to the top of the second. Idaho 4, Washington 0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and the Cross Wolf is Missoula's one-stop
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network on a very beautiful Sunday afternoon. The smoke blew out last night, woke up to blue skies. We have some clouds in the air, but we have had some smoke in the area from fires surrounding Missoula. And so it's been a little bit hazy, but this morning it's gorgeous. You can see beyond the mountains, big beautiful blue sky for these boys to play baseball in. We go to the top of the second at the middle of the order for Washington with Spencer Bailey, the left fielder, at the plate. It's Bailey, Klein, and Andrus for Washington. Here's the pitch by Jaden Yancey, and he'll slide it over the plate for strike one. 1-2-3 went Washington in the first inning. And we'll go even at one on the count there. In that game. And that one's reached for. It's popped up over second base. The right fielder is there. It's in the glove, and the first batter of the inning is out. Takes us to Tanner Klein, the designated hitter. One down, nobody on, top of two. Klein settles in. Here's the pitch. Slides over the plate for strike one. Klein on Friday night against Idaho, 1 for 3 with a run. He would be one of the 2 runs as this one's going to roll out. Shortstop picks it up. The throw to first from second base, and that's 2 outs. Takes us to the center fielder, number 20, Peyton Andrus. And Andrus was the pitcher for Washington in Friday night's game, as this one's going to be hit up high over shortstop. Shortstop's trying to get there. Center fielder says it's mine, and it's 1-2-3 for the second inning in a row for Washington. We go to the bottom of the second, Idaho leading 4-0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Advertising on the web can be intimidating. Where do you start? What is the most effective way to reach the audience you are targeting? Milk Crate Media can help you reach your audience, whether it is social media marketing or creating a unique commercial for streaming or for radio advertising. Milk Crate Media can help you build a new website or rebuild your existing website that will bring users back again and again. Visit www.mcratemedia.com today. Milk Crate Media is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports in Missoula and the surrounding valley.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we head to the bottom of the second inning where Idaho leads Washington in the 2018 Northwest Regional Legion Championship game. It's Spencer Frula on the bump, and the bottom of the order, Jake Jablonski, and the first pitch to Jablonski will be ball one. So Jablonski settles in, bottom of the order. First inning, Idaho would stream through 8 of their batters, and he's going to get hit in the shoulder, and Idaho will have a runner on at first off the hit batter. Swings us to the top of the order for Idaho to Braxton Mills. Jablonski steps away from first, step and a half lead. Frola with the stretch. Runner's going to go, and the pitch thrown was a ball. Nobody there at second as it's going to roll into center field. Runner's going to go ahead and take his base at third. And just like that, Idaho with another threat at third. And 1-0 to the left fielder in Mills. Third error of the game for Washington. And in a game like this, folks, they played tight 3-2 in the last one, as this one's going to get by the shortstop. Runner from third is on his way home, and Idaho tacks on another run to make it 5-0. Takes us to John Milner with no outs and a runner at first for Idaho. Milner reached off an error his last at bat, has a run, and our run was earned off of that. And now Washington with a pitcher in the bullpen down the first base line, and Mike Archer's on his way out to check in with his pitcher. This is a visit to the pitcher this time, as we have a young man in the bullpen for Washington. I want to say that's Hayden Gruth, as Archer checks in. And if you're taking a trip, folks, need a hotel room, maybe flight, a train, well, get a hold of our friends at Grand Slam Travel. Grand Slam Travel, they're the experts in finding your accommodations, whether you're flying away, maybe you just need a train ride or a hotel room. Either way, get a hold of Mark Richardson. You can find them on Facebook at Grand Slam Travel. Grand Slam Travel is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. So John Milner at the plate now. Mills at first, and Mills is going to take the base at second. This time there is somebody there. The tag, and they say safe at second. Shortstop getting over this time for the throw. Pitch thrown was a ball. Milner settles in. Pitch on the way, and this one's going to be fouled down the third base line to get a strike one. Milner on Friday night, 2 for 3 with a run. Here's the pitch, and we'll be outside on the right-handed batter to get us to ball 2. For Milner, on the tournament, 6 for 13 with 6 runs and 5 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 3. Frula's walked one batter so far. And with 3-0 on the count, well, we have 3-1. He's looking to throw a pitch to get him into the count. Runner at second with a lead. The pitch. And this one's going to be into center field. Center fielder can't get to it. It'll hop. Runner from second will advance to third. And with no outs on the board, Idaho with runners on the corners.
Number 17, Carson Smith.
Takes us to Carson Smith. Smith looks down the third base line to get the signal. Left-handed batter is Smith, and this is going to bring Archer back out. This is most likely where we're going to see this change. He strolls on out. Runners on the corners, no outs. Tough spot, and there's the ball handed over. So we'll have a new pitcher up, and it looks like Matthew Reynolds coming on out of the dugout. We'll step aside. If for 90 seconds we come back, we'll have a new pitcher on the mound. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week.
With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Locally owned Paradise Falls is a place for friends and family to enjoy good food and good times. With a diverse menu and a fun atmosphere that includes nearly 30 TVs showing every sport imaginable, Paradise Falls is sure to have something for everyone.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Networks, as we've got Dylan Bishop on the bump now for Washington. So Spencer Frula out, 1 1/3 inning, a walk. Hit 1 batter, allowed 5 runs off of 4 hits. And now Carson Smith in the box to face Bishop. And the first pitch will be over the plate for strike 1. Carson Smith walked his first at bat, earned himself a run. So Bishop now with the pitch, and that one will get us to an even count at 1. Bishop checks a runner at first. Breeze comes up, and we'll have ball 2. So this is the first time we've seen Bishop on the mound for Idaho, or Washington. This one's going to bounce out to the second baseman. He'll make the throw to first. It is ahead of the runner. Runner from third comes home. Idaho adds a run, and the first out of the inning has been made. And Mills comes home as we go to Riley Harrison, the right fielder. 1 out. Runner at second. Pitch on the way, and this one's popped up over second base. It's shallow into center field, and the shortstop's looking for it in the sun. He can't find it on the dive. Runner from second will advance to third. They'll throw to second, and there's the tag. Punch out for out number 2 at second, as Harrison tried to take the extra base, and he'll be out number 2 with a runner at third. And it's 6-0 Idaho. Matthew Reynolds, the first baseman at the plate, right-handed batter, gets the right-handed pitch. This one's going to be rolled out. The shortstop will pick it up on the bounce. He'll have to react to it. The throw to first is not on time as it's overthrown. The runner from third is home. And Reynolds will reach off the air. With a run earned from Harrison. And 4 errors on the board to Washington. That's tough. You've got to play perfect baseball this week. Cale Lefevre, the designated hitter at the plate. And the first pitch to Lefevre will be a ball. Dylan Bishop coming in. Bottom of 2. This one's bounced out. The shortstop will pick it up. The throw to second, and that's the side. So fielder's choice gets us to the end of the inning, and we go to the top of the third. Idaho 6, Washington 0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to the Missoula Prep Sports Networks. Chris Stratton at Allegiance Field in Ogren Park. As we're at the top of the 3rd inning, Washington up. Bottom of their order, Carson Vick, first baseman. He's going to pop the first pitch by Yancey down the third base line, and it will be in the grassy area down there for strike 1. So Carson Vick, the first baseman, up. 7, 8, 9 scheduled is Vick, Tatro, and Helgeson. And Vick will let that one go by to go even at 1. It was 3 up, 3 down the first 2 innings for Washington. They're looking to square off here and get something going as we have strike 2. Notice the grassy area where that ball went in. Well, here at Ogren Park, home of the Missoula Osprey, that's general admission. It's a lot of fun to go out there and sit in that area for the Osprey games as we go even at 2 on the high pitch. You come bring your blanket, hang out there, and you have baseballs hitting there. Kids have a lot of fun over there. And this one's reached for. It's going to be popped up over the first baseline onto the deck, and we'll stay at 2-2. Missoula Osprey, Pioneer League team, affiliate of the Arizona Diamondbacks. You might recognize the name Goldschmidt. Well, as we go full on the count, Goldschmidt started right here in Missoula. Probably this one's reached for as it fouls off. 3-2. Probably the least recognized best player from the West, and I think that's just because he plays in a small market. I know you're thinking Phoenix, Arizona, but this one's reached for, rolls out. Second baseman will pick it up, the throw to first, and we have the first out of the inning. So we go to Anthony Tatro, the right fielder. But the Missoula Osprey have a multitude of players that are in MLB. Goldschmidt just the most recognized one. As this pitch comes in for ball 1. Pitch on the way. And we're even at 1. But back to the Osprey, the thing that I love the best about this stadium, I love coming here to watch. Where it's setting, the setting is this one's fouled up to go to strike 2. But the setting that we have here is very intimate, just adjacent to downtown. I mean, we're like 3 blocks away from the courthouse downtown, nestled right along the Clark Fork River. And the coolest thing is, well, their mascot, the Osprey, has his own nest inside the stadium as we go even at 2 on the ball pitch. That's right, folks. The only team in professional sports to have their mascot live inside the stadium. That's a pretty awesome thing, I think, to be able to boast about as we get the foul ball down the third base line. Jaden Yancey on the bump for Idaho. This one's popped up into right field, and the right fielder will come over and get the popper for out number 2. Takes us to the bottom of the order for Washington. The third baseman, Brady Helgeson. Here's the Yancey pitch. Bunt showing down the third base line, and we'll have strike 1 off the foul. Hard to believe that we're at the end of the summer, folks. As Helgeson settles back in. Legion World Series next weekend, and then we get right into school. Here's the pitch outside for ball one. Even on the count at 1. As we finish out the baseball season, I prepare for golf, football, and soccer here in Missoula, as this one is down the first baseline foul for strike 2. Top of the order in the on-deck circle for Washington with 2 outs and nobody on. We'll have Missoula County Public Schools hosting their first golf tournament the 20th and the 21st. And I'll have live stream coverage of that as we come in for ball 2. And then that weekend, I go with the Missoula Loyola. This one's right at the pitcher. It's going to hop over second, rolls into center field, and Washington will have their first hit of the game. The third baseman's grounder into center field will take us to the top of the order to Trace Townsend, and that's the spark that Washington needed as they went 3 up, 3 down in the first 2 innings. So Washington with the first runner on board with the second baseman in the box. Here's the pitch, and we'll be over the plate for strike 1. But I'll go with the Missoula Loyola football program to Bozeman, Montana to take on Huntley Project at MSU Stadium. And then the next morning, I'm in Billings with the Loyola soccer program as we have strike 2. So I get next week, and then I get right back into the action for fall sports. It's exciting, folks. I love what I do. The kids are awesome as we go outside for ball 1. Townsend, 0 for 1 on the day. And we're upstairs for ball 2. Townsend against Idaho, 0 for 2 on Friday night, as we have a full count now on the ball pitch to the second baseman. But on the weekend, Townsend is 3 for 12 with 3 runs and 2 RBIs as we go to first base. Runner stands up. Idaho leading Washington 6-0. Runner's going to go now. This one's going to be hit into right field. Right fielder tracks it down. It's in the glove, and that's the side. So Washington gets their first hit of the game. He gets stuck on base, and we go to the bottom of the third. Idaho 6, Washington 0. You're listening to American Legion Baseball on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community. Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are in the bottom of the third inning where Idaho leads Washington 6-0 for the Northwest Regional American Legion 2018 tournament. We already know one team that has punched their ticket to the Legion World Series next weekend. That's Region 8 winner, Las Vegas, Nevada. Here is Dylan Bishop with the first pitch of the inning, and he'll give us ball 1. So Isaiah Vega at the plate, and the second pitch to Vega is over the plate. And we go to strike 2. So the bottom of the order on the schedule for Idaho is this one's reached for. It's going to roll out. Second baseman with it on the grip and the throw to first. And for the first inning, Idaho has cut off the first batter, the leadoff batter on the inning. For Washington has cut off the leadoff batter on the inning for Idaho. This takes us to the catcher, number 25, Charlie Tettinger. Here's the pitch by Bishop, and it's going to be outside on the left-handed batter for ball one. For Tettinger, he's 0 for 1, the final out of the first inning. This one is off the catcher, and we get ball two. In that first inning, Idaho would go through their first 8 batters to earn 4 runs. Here's the pitch. This one's smacked into the gap, into the soft spot, and the catcher will be on for Idaho. That takes us to the bottom of the order, Jake Jablonski, with 1 out and 1 on. And I think I missed a run for Idaho as it's 7-0. So I apologize to all the Idaho fans out there as we have ball one for Jablonski. Jablonski hit by a pitch to start the second inning. This one, Bishop with a fancy little move, but it hops out of the glove, and that will put the runner at first. And with 1 out, Idaho will have runners at first and second. And they're going to mark that down as a hit for Idaho. So Bishop now on the bump with runners at first and second. And 1 out. Here's the pitch to Braxton Mills, and we'll have strike 1 to Mills. Mills, 2 for 2 with 2 runs and an RBI on the day. Mills is 7 for 16 on the tournament with 4 runs and 3 RBIs coming into this game. The pitch slides inside on the right-handed batter to get us even at 1 on the count. Mills against Washington on Friday night, 1 for 3 with a run. Or I apologize, an RBI. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be fouled down the first base line into the barbecue area for strike 2. So even count. With John Milner in the on-deck circle. Runners at first and second take their lead with 1 out. And Bishop steps off the bump. Here's the pitch. And we'll be upstairs to even the count out at 2 now. 2-2 to the left fielder in Mills. Bishop leans in, gets the pitch, and will be inside to get a full count at 3-2. Mills last night against Montana, 1 for 5 with a run. Here's the pitch. Runner at second, looked like he was going to go. This is going to tag the batter, and that loads the bases up with 1 out for Idaho. And we go to the shortstop, John Milner. 1 out and loaded bases for Idaho. They lead 7-0, bottom of 3. Big number to look at, though, is the 4 errors by Washington. It's a clean game to get you through. This one's going to be bounced out. Shortstop will come up on it. No, it's the third baseman. The throw to first, and the runner from third will score, and there's 2 outs on the board now for Idaho. 8-0. And we go to Carson Smith. Smith, first pitch goes by for a ball. Here's Bishop with the next pitch, and he will get the plate on that one to go even on the count at 1. For Carson Smith, he is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run. Here's Bishop with the pitch. Outside for ball 2. Runners at second and third with 2 outs for Idaho. Dylan Bishop coming in. Third of the way through the second inning. This one's going to roll out. The shortstop will make the no, he will not, and the runner is going to reach. The runner from third comes home, and that puts runners on the corners with 2 outs. And it's now 8-0, 9-0. Idaho with runners on the corners. Catcher steps out to signal the field. And we go to Riley Harrison. Here's the pitch by Bishop. Swung on. This one's down the first baseline, foul for strike 1. Riley Harrison, 2 for 2 with 2 runs and an RBI, a single and a double. Here's the 0-1 by Bishop. Upstairs, and we've got ball 1. For Harrison on the tournament, he's 3 for 14, 3 runs and an RBI coming into today's game. Here's the pitch, and it's swung on for strike 2. Runner at first stays. Looked like he was going to jump out there, make that run to second. Idaho with 4 runs in the first, 3 runs in the second, and 2 so far here in the third. Runner at first is going to go. They'll throw down the line to third, and nobody at second to throw to. So Smith will find himself at second. Pitch thrown was a ball to even us out at 2 on the count. Runners at second and third with 2 outs for Idaho. The pitch swung on. This one's popped into the gap in left field. Left fielder on the bike, rides over, puts it in the glove, and that is the side. So 2 runs earned, 2 left on, and we go to the top of the 4th. Idaho 9, Washington 0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey base in your 1/3 size.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to Sports Network. Garden of Reading has a large stock of books, gifts, music, toys, and more. Stop into Sacred Grounds for their full-service coffee bar featuring Missoula's best gourmet coffee. While you're there, pick up a pound of Garden of Reading's award-winning fudge and get a ½ pound for free. Garden of Reading is Missoula's home for the best dietary supplement, Define 8. Garden of Reading is located at 2621 Brook Street. Garden of Reading is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network at Allegiance Field in Ogren Park. for the 2018 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament. Las Vegas, Nevada from Region 8 has already punched their ticket to the series, and we have Jaden Yancey throwing out the first pitch of the 4th inning to Jake Vanderbrake, and it's going to be over the plate for strike 1. So right here in Missoula for the Northwest region, as this one's going to be into right field. It's in the glove, and the first batter of the inning is away. Winner of this one represents the Northwest in the American Legion World Series next week in Carolina. And right now, Idaho with a 9-0 lead. Here's the pitch, and this one's into the gap into left field. Center fielder's trying to get over there. He does, and that's in the glove for out number 2. Great job by Jablonski to get on his bike and ride out into the gap to get that one. So with 2 down for Washington, we go to Spencer Bailey, the left fielder. Here's the Jaden Yancey pitch, and that one will be outside on the right-handed batter for ball 1. Here's the pitch by Yancey, and this one's going to be to the third baseman. He'll pick it up on the roll. No, he can't get to it. Shortstop lets it get by, and that will put a runner on for the 2nd inning in a row for Washington. So the 2nd hit of the game. For Washington puts Bailey on, and we go to Tanner Klein, the designated hitter. Left-handed batter waits for the right-handed pitch, and that one's going to come outside for ball 1. Peyton Andrus in the on-deck circle for Washington with 2 out and a runner at first. This one's going to be out. The shortstop will get it on the hop. The throw to second, and that's the side. They'll get the leadoff runner on the fielder's choice, and we go to the bottom of the 4th. Idaho 9, Washington 0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Idaho on top of Washington at 9-0. It's Dylan Bishop on the bump and Matthew Reynolds, the first baseman, at the plate for Idaho. Reynolds, right-handed batter, settles himself in, and Bishop with the throw, first pitch of the inning. Check swing. We'll have a ball. Eric Holden, our plate umpire for today's game, championship game. Winner moves on next week to the Legion World Series as we have ball 2. For Matt Reynolds, 4 for 13 with 3 runs and 8 RBIs coming into today's game, as this one gets over the plate for strike 1, and Bishop finds himself in the count. We go 2-2 on the count now to the first baseman, Cale Lefevre, in the on-deck circle as we get a full count on the pitch in the dirt. So 3-2 on the count. Reynolds 0 for 2, reached off an error his last at-bat on the game. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and we'll have our first strikeout of the game for out number 1 on the leadoff batter. Reynolds struck out, swinging. That takes us to Cale Lefevre, the designated hitter. Bottom of 4, 1 out. Here's the Bishop pitch, and it's going to be outside on the right-handed batter for ball 1. So Las Vegas, Nevada from Region 8 representing already. Here's the pitch, and this one's going to be fouled up off the helmet of the catcher to get a strike 1. Isaiah Vega in the on-deck circle for Idaho. Here's the pitch, and we'll be outside for ball 2. Trying to get the batter to bite is Bishop. And this one's popped into left field. Left fielder's coming for it. Shallow left in the glove, and there is out number 2 on the pop out. Takes us to Isaiah Vega, the third baseman. Idaho leading 9-0 over Washington, bottom of the 4th. There's Dylan Bishop's first pitch to Isaiah Vega on the inning, and that one's going to come inside for ball 1. Vega against Washington as this one comes in, and Vega is going to put it into left field. It's deep in left field. Left fielder's over there, and he can't get it in the glove. Bounces at the track, another dribble, and now the pickup for the throw. And Vega will have a stand-up double off the line drive into left. Takes us to the catcher, Charlie Tittinger. 2 outs, a runner at second. Here's the pitch. Inside across the toes. Runner at second is going to make his way down the line to third. No throw made. And Idaho with a threat at third with 2 outs. A 1-0 to Tettinger. Tettinger 1 for 2 with a run. He's going to blast this one over the shortstop's head. Runner from third will come home. And Idaho will have a 10-0 lead over Washington. Bottom of the 4th. And we go to the bottom of the order for Idaho to Jake Jablonski. Here's the pitch by Bishop, and this one's down the line to third base. Shortstop dives for it in the glove, and that will prevent the runner from first to advance to third as he holds up there. And that'll be a hit for Idaho as Jablonski stands at first. Swings us to the top of the order for Idaho to Braxton Mills, the left fielder. 2 outs, runners at first and second for Idaho. The pitch. Swung on. This one's going to be out to the shortstop. He'll get it on the bounce. Secures it. The throw to first is bounced in. And they say punched out at first. That's the side as 2 are left on and 1 is earned for Idaho to lead 10-0. We go to the top of the 5th inning right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Hockey
Welcome back to Missoula, Montana. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network for the 2018 American Legion Northwest Regional Tournament. Top of the 5th inning, and, well, Washington's at the plate. It is all or nothing for Washington as they're down 10-0. The 10-run rule takes effect in the 5th inning, and the first pitch will come in to Peyton Andrus as ball 1. Jaden Yancey on the bump for Idaho. Here's the pitch, and we'll have strike 1. So even count at 1 to Andrus. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's going to bounce out. Shortstop will come up on it on the bounce. The throw to first is on target. The stretch, and we've got out number 1 in the top of the 5th. Great throw by John Milner to bring that one in. So that takes us to the first baseman, Carson Vick. Here's the pitch, and it's fouled off for strike 1. So Carson Vick at the plate for Washington with Anthony Tatro in the on-deck circle. And after the game, folks, we'll have the the ceremony, as we've got a young man coming out to the plate to, he's handing the ball over to our umpire. But when we have the presentation of the trophy, as they check the catcher out, it's a tough spot to be, folks, is that catcher position. But after the game on the championship, we will have a live stream of the trophy presentation. Here's Yancey with the 0-1, and we'll get strike 2. Jaden Yancey, kind of boring stats today. 4 innings pitched, 2 hits, 52 pitches, as this one's fouled off to keep the batter alive at 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Top of 5. Idaho 10, Washington 0. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and it's going to be pass ball. Throw down the first base line, and that is out number 2. Are they going to call him on? They are. All right. So with 1 out, Washington will have a run at first. That takes us to Anthony Tatro. And the first pitch to Tatro will be over the plate for strike 1. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one's foul for strike 2. One out, 1 on for Washington. Idaho leads 10-0, top of the 5th. 0-2 on the count. The 8th spot batter at the plate as we throw to first. And Anthony Tatro, he is 0 for 1. This one's going to be hit into right field, line drive, and it's in the glove. That'll be out number 2. Bottom of the order, number 21, Brady Helgeson, the third baseman for Washington. 2 outs and a runner at first. Here's the pitch. And we go to ball 1. You get over the plate to even it out at 1 for Helgeson. He is 1 for 1, the first hit of the game in the 3rd inning for Washington. This one's down the line at first for strike 2. 1-2 on the count for the third baseman. 2 outs. Idaho on the verge of taking the tournament. Undefeated. And we'll have ball 2. Two. The pitch. Swung on. This one's into center field. Center fielder will backtrack, puts it in the glove, and that is the game, folks. Idaho is your Northwest Regional champion as the players pile up on the field. Coaches fired up, and we'll have the championship ceremony in just a moment. Folks, excuse me. So looking at things here, 10 runs in 5 innings is what gets Idaho the championship. 0 runs off of 2 hits, 4 errors, and 3 left on for Washington. For Idaho, it's 10 runs off 11 hits, 0 errors, and 4 left on base. That is Idaho, your Northwest Regional 2018 champion. They will represent the Northwest in Carolina. We'll step aside. When we come back, we will have the ceremony right after this.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.